Hello, finally. Well, it's been a while. Now, I will tell you what's been happening. I would have to assume that you're just a member of ISHI ART rather than a member of my perhaps main group, the other group, the Ramblings of Bry, because on the Ramblings of Bry, I also make videos, I chat to people, and I think most people are aware of the situation, but perhaps not on this channel. Well, definitely not on this channel. So, I have been away a long time, and the reason why I've been a long time is because I've been quite poorly, not poorly as in really ill. I've got ME, which is something like myalgic encephalitis, who knows. Or you probably know it as CFS, which is chronic fatigue syndrome. So ME, chronic fatigue syndrome. So the clue is in the title there, chronic fatigue. So I say potentially, it's been going on for a year. I've seen a doctor and, they've tried all sorts really, from looking at the most worrisome, so cancer, AIDS, lupus, things like that. All that's fine, obviously, all that's clear, so that's good. And then we had a look at things like iron and vitamin D. I'm in the UK, if you don't know, and in the UK we all suffer from low vitamin D, I tells you. All of us, because Mr. Solarface, the sunshine isn't really there very often. He does come to visit, but not very often. So I was a little bit low on vitamin D, but nothing to write home about. So they just said, take your own vitamin D. So I did for a while and had more blood tests. I've had lots of blood tests. That was all fine. They tried the iron. They said, you're just on the cusp of being low on the iron. So here's 3 months worth of iron. I took 3 months worth of iron and they said, you're just on the cusp. So here's another 3 months. So I took another 3 months and more blood tests to follow, and I was again raised, so that's good, back to the normal sort of level. However, that didn't affect the, I call it tiredness, but it's more than tired. It's very, very difficult to explain how I feel. So yeah, nothing really has worked, so I don't know. So it's been going on for about a year, maybe just over a year. I've only seen one doctor. It was a lengthy appointment. He was very nice, but he couldn't really diagnose me. I don't know why. How it affects me is in lots of different ways, but it's different ways, different days. Some days I've got some energy, and that's good. Other days I don't have any energy whatsoever. And it's enough for me to literally be able to get out of bed, make a drink, sit around all day, waiting to go back to bed. And I do. I might get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. I might go to bed at 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning for a couple of hours or so. I might get up at, say, 11 till about 1. I might go to sleep at 1 till about 4. Get up from 4 till about 7 or 8, 9 if I can push it. And then that's midnight, I go back to bed. But in those mean times, I've done very, very little. And I find that doing things like hoovering up or making my bed, God, I'm so exhausted. The following day, I can feel really quite sick, quite actually nauseous, dizzy, not very well. I need to just lay down, I need quiet, I need to sleep. I also get a bit muggled, a bit fuzzy in my mind sometimes, where I don't, I just forget, not even forget things. What order am I doing things in? Or did I put that on? Or where did I put that thing? Or, and I know that happens a lot really, but it happens even more when I'm in that kind of really tired state. So that's it in a nutshell. Nothing they can do. Anyway, so the reason why I'm making this video is I am back, sort of. Now, I've got two paintings to show you, and they're both up. As I'm making this, they're both up tomorrow, which is Thursday the 13th of Feb. So you will see them on eBay if you want to go on my eBay, ISHI Art, obviously. And you'll see better pictures and what have you. But I'm aware it's damp and it's dark today, but I will try, well, I will put some pictures on, perhaps in a minute, and we'll have a look at, slightly better pictures. But yeah, so I've got two pieces. They're my usual size, which is 10 by 12, acrylic on canvas board, and they are up, as I say, Thursday the 13th of Feb in the evening, about 7 o'clock UK time, 7 PM UK time. They're on at a reasonable price. Now, I say I'm back. I have no idea whether I'm going to do a painting this time next week, next month, or next year. So all I can say is be patient, keep your eyes open, and I will pop up from time to time. I love doing my art. I want to do my art, and I'm struggling to find the energy and the time. I will show you a little sneak preview. This is a work in progress, very slowly progress, and I'll explain what this potential ME does. So that's work in progress. Okay, now there's a lot of very, very intricate bits and bobs in there. Now how that starts its life is with a pad and a pen, and I scribble and I make diagrams and work things out, and I measure. I have a rough diagram, a rough outline of what I want it to say. I have things in my mandalas that work from there to there to there often, and they kind of speak to each other as we move through. And that takes maybe about an hour or two to work all that out, or some of it out. A lot of it is kind of organic. It grows as we're doing it, which is wonderful. That's what I want. That's true art. If it wasn't, then it would just be something that we print off, but it's art. Then I work out the colours. Do I want it yellow and red? If I wanted this, I say yellow and red because this was going to be yellow and red. And then I thought, well, I can mix the yellow and red, obviously, and I've got orange, and I can add white to any of those colours, and we've got different hues of the same colours. So I set about doing that while I'm waiting for those colours to dry. I'm re-looking at it and chopping and changing things, adding things, thinking about what I could be doing. The other colours that maybe suit red and yellow and whatever. And I thought grey goes with that. So maybe I'll do a grey background. As you see, I've done it black, but I was going to do a grey background and then these colours. And by the time I get anywhere, I'm so tired, and with this mental fog, I've kind of lost interest. Oh no, I've lost motivation, and I've forgotten what was I doing. What colours am I using? And it goes on and goes on. Anyway, I can't do any more, and I end up going to bed. So I've lost the momentum, and I haven't even put paint on the canvas board at that stage. And I've lost the momentum, and I might have lost it for a day or two or three, totally. And I may be that tired that I think I'm not going to spend any time on it because I want to spend some quality time. How it used to be was I would do all that working out, maybe for a morning. In the afternoon, I'd paint the background and I'd set up a few little bits and bobs that I want to achieve the following day. And I might even complete the painting the following day, or certainly within another day, 3 days. And on average, 3 days is what things take. But you can see an end, and you're working, and it feels like you're achieving something. With this tiredness, I'm not achieving anything. because after a day or 2 or 3, I come back to it and I look at my diagrams and I think, oh, what's that for? What did I do that? I don't know. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. Well, it did at the time, but so I redraw and what have you, and sometimes even then, before paint goes onto the canvas, I think I've had enough, you know. Anyway, so that's how it goes, really. So this is why I say I don't know whether I'm going to be back in 1 day, 1 week, 1 year. I've no idea. I will try to do a piece fairly often. That's what I want to try to achieve. And it's good for me to be able to achieve that if I can. So that's a little bit, just to tell you what's been happening, really. It's not great. And sometimes I feel a bit poorly. I do feel quite nauseous at times, quite sick. I do feel if I don't go to bed when I'm in my sort of really tired state, then I can feel really dizzy. That drags my spirit down. And I have anxiety and depression anyway. So you imagine adding things onto that makes me feel really quite down. But right now we're feeling quite up. So let's have a quick look, shall we? So as I say, we've got 2 this Thursday the 13th. This first one is called Rebirth. I will put some photos on, but yeah, Rebirth. There you go, Rebirth. Okay, that's called Rebirth, and this is called From Within. This one is my favourite of the 2. Okay, we'll put some pictures on, but you'll see better pictures on eBay when they pop up. Which is obviously it's tomorrow, as I say, it's Thursday the 13th, about 7 o'clock. And then hopefully I will have finished the mandala piece by the following Thursday, I'm hoping. It is slow. There's a lot of intricate work to be done on there, so that slows me right down, which is a good thing. And I put my music on and I chill out to that. Oh, and I have a Slurpee every now and then. I forgot my Slurpee. See how my brain goes. Cheers. Anyway, you can catch up with me if you want to on my other channel. It's called The Ramblings of Bry. If not, then if you're here just for the art, then I do apologise. I haven't been about. Nothing I can do. At the moment, there is nothing. I'm trying everything that I can think of, and I'm trying to do all the sensible things. I'm trying not to have screen time of an evening, not to drink my Slurpee too late. Trying to go to bed at a set time and get up at a set time. I'm trying to do everything that I can think of that might help in some way. And it actually doesn't matter what you do. I could go to bed at 5 in the morning if I wanted to and get up at 7 in the morning. I'd be as tired as going to bed at 9 o'clock at night and getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning. It just makes no odds. It's very strange. Anyway, so I will have shown you some photographs now, I think. That's what I'll do. I'll put some on now so that you've seen them. But basically, we've got Rebirth and we've got From Within. So Rebirth is the one with the multitude of dots, and they're dots upon dots upon dots. There's probably 1,000 dots. And From Within is something that's breaking out from its capture, and it's moving forward from within. So thank you for listening. I know it's been a long video, which is unusual on this channel, but I just felt that I wanted to explain something to you. So all I can say is I will be back at some other time. Hopefully the mandala, and that'll be next week, but it'll be some other time. And that'll be from now on until this thing is sorted or disappears from me or whatever. Then I will be back at some stage. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And if you're interested, have a look on eBay at 7 p.m. on Thursday the 13th. Take care and be well.